I come from Malaysia, from the academia, the National University of Malaysia. And within that system, there is an institute called Institute for Environment and Development. The short form is LESTARI, which is a Malay word which means sustainable. So we carry out multidisciplinary kind of research at LESTARI UKM, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. My background, I was trained as an environmental analytical chemist. I analyzed pollutants in various environmental media, water, the soil, even in human biopsies, including in human blood, just to look at what are the impacts of human anthropogenic development activities upon the environment, upon the human being, and also biota. So we analyze, in my particular case, certain pollutants in fish, in seashells, and so on, including in corals. So I suppose my unconscious contribution in analyzing pollutants in the series of coral bands. As you know, there is a huge amount of information in coral bands, where each band grows about 1 centimeter per year in the tropical region of Malaysia. So if you don't have historical data to look at what are perhaps the performance of Malaysia as a country in protecting the rise in terms of sea surface water temperature, in terms of relating to rainfall over the past century or so, we go to the corals. But from there on, I went to this institute, LESTARI, where we do a different kind of research. We try to link the science and policy. And that policy, apart from for good environmental management and governance, nowadays also hinge upon a lot on issues of climate change. And there comes in the mitigation and adaptation. And my background in this particular BRCC is to share the knowledge and experiences, especially coming from the developing region of Southeast Asia and Malaysia, in terms of how do we cope with the potential impacts of climate change through adaptation, apart from the mitigation that the rest are covering in the course. The sessions that I'm covering, there are 3 sessions. The first session is the basic understanding of adaptation, which has to work very closely with our efforts and measures in terms of mitigation to address the issues of climate change impacts. So in the adaptation processes, we look at how developed countries, developing countries, and countries from all over the world can work together at various platforms and networks. And also, after having gained or learning at these various international platforms, what is more important, how perhaps we could take it home to our own respective country. Not only just that, more challenging is how do you take it home at your own local level? So at your own local level, be it either a community-based organization that you're working with, or a certain industry association that you are a party to, or in certain cases, you are a researcher at a particular research institute, either in universities or some government-related institutes. How do we actually try to practice and apply the knowledge on to empower individuals, small group of individuals and communities to have a better resilience towards climate change and ecosystems change?